The lobby of the Trump Tower filled with chants as over 250 protesters gathered to call for the release of Mahmoud Khalil, a Columbia University graduate student who was arrested by federal immigration authorities.
About 150 protesters in civilian clothes came in the front entrance of Trump Tower and the atrium on 56th Street. Again, this is a public access area.
The demonstrators wore red shirts reading "Jews say stop arming Israel" and carried banners demanding Khalil's release. Police say they warned the crowd several times before making arrests.
We made 98 arrests. Those arrests are for trespassing, obstructing government administration, and resisting arrest by virtue of us having to carry some of the people out.
Authorities say Khalil, a pro-Palestinian activist and green card holder, was arrested outside his home and is being held in Louisiana. Protesters call his detention political, while the Trump administration says he led an anti-Israel protest coalition at Columbia, violating federal law on foreign nationals endorsing terrorist groups. Jewish Voice for Peace, which critics call an anti-Zionist group, argues his arrest is an attack on free speech.
We are hoping to help spread the word and support the protests that are happening all over the country in support of Mahmoud Khalil, demanding that his unconstitutional abduction be revoked, demanding he is freed, but also calling on people everywhere to speak up now.
Some Democratic politicians have also demanded Khalil's release. The White House suggests more arrests could follow, using an immigration law that gives the Secretary of State the authority to expel foreigners. The Trump administration has pulled over $400 million in federal funding from Columbia, citing the school's failure to combat anti-Semitism. And Columbia said Thursday it has expelled or suspended students for occupying a building last year, revoking some diplomas.
The Trump regime and cronies think that by targeting people who protest for Palestinian freedom and by targeting a Palestinian, that they will divide us. We know that nothing could be further than the truth.
I'm just standing up for my rights, and I'm standing up for Mahmoud Khalil, who has been abducted illegally and taken to an undisclosed location. Does that sound like America to you?
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Khalil's arrest is not about free speech, saying no one has the right to be complicit in vandalism and shutting down institutions of learning. For now, Khalil's legal team is trying to get him returned to New York City. Brody Carter, CBN News.